Okay, everybody. Hello, hello, and welcome. How is everyone today? How are you? Hopefully I find you well, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Today is Wednesday, March 27th, 2019. Welcome, welcome, everyone. And welcome to my first of two gameplay streams for the day. I am indeed Darkside Phil, for those who don't know. If you were here and you didn't know who I was, you must be very confused. Like, how did I get here? And where am I going? Hopefully things work out for you. Alright, so. Yes, everyone, welcome, welcome. Oh, crap, I didn't update the Nightbot schedule. Well, I guess it's just going to be outdated because I can't fix it now. I've already started my stream. Alright, so welcome, everybody. How's everyone doing? I hope you're doing good. Today's a fun and interesting day for many reasons, which we will discuss right now. First off, today I'm returning to Sekiro. Haven't played this since Sunday. And so I know the hype is going to come back. People really like when I play this game. Seems as so far the 3 days I played it got high attendance and high participation and everything. People enjoy watching me suffer. Although, quite frankly, at the very end, the tail end of the Sekiro stream on Sunday, I started to understand the combat a hell of a lot better. And ended up not only beating the spear boss guy, but then I went and beat Lady Butterfly only on 2 tries. So, I think that moving forward, perhaps I'll do a little better. I don't know. I think I am kind of getting the knack of it. It took 12 hours of me playing the game to understand it. But I think I'm finally kind of getting it now. It's definitely not Dark Souls or Bloodborne at all. Not even close. It's a very weird combat engine, in my opinion. Like, an engine based on everyone just blocking everything is weird to me. In my opinion, you know, combat engines are supposed to be based off of dodging and timed hits and all this stuff. And, you know, instead, what ends up happening here is it's all about, okay, I hit you a million times and you block, then I parry all your attacks, then you block my attacks, then I parry your attacks, and then finally the meter fills up so I can do this death blow, and, you know, you gotta do like 2 of them or whatever, and then everything dies. So, you know, to me, it's like, wow, in Dark Souls, none of that, right? In Dark Souls, you're just trying to block and dodge and then hit when you have an opening. In Bloodborne, it's just dodge and hit and then counter hit or parry with the gun. So that you could get that, you know, that very punishing, you know, counter hit kill for ginormous damage. In this game, it's a lot different. So, I'm getting used to it. Slowly but surely, okay? Slowly but surely. So, we'll see how it goes today. You know, like I said, even though this game has beaten the crap out of me so far in the playthrough, I'm not giving up. Although some people would very much like that so they could dance around in a giddy fashion, yelling that I rage quit a game. I'm not going to. I enjoy From Software games. In fact, I would say the thing that I really like about this game is the world design and exploration, and, you know, enemy types and being able to, the stealth kills you could do on enemies is pretty good. So we'll see how it goes today. Alright, we shall see how it goes today. Alrighty then. Another big change today, guys, that we're doing, and I want to apologize in advance for technical difficulties and anything that happens. We are using Streamlabs for the first time in 2 years. In fact, I can confirm it was 2 years ago when I had first become a full-time streamer. This is when YouTube's ad revenue fell through the toilet because of the adpocalypse in early 2017. And I was no longer able to make a living just basically making YouTube videos anymore. Okay, so the bottom line is that I had to stop using it. Originally, when I become a full-time streamer, I was using Streamlabs exclusively for the pop-up messages and everything on stream, and I had to stop using it. And you might say, well, why? Because Streamlabs is better. Everyone says it's better. You know, you've been using Muxy for 2 years. Almost no one uses Muxy anymore, so why were you continuing to use Muxy? Because, ladies and gentlemen, at the time, it was crashing my software. I liked it. I liked the features it had, but I was in the middle of playing Breath of the Wild, Zelda Breath of the Wild, and it would constantly just crash I get memory error and a bunch of stuff splattered all over the screen. And you know, I basically wouldn't be able to continue. It would crash everything, and I'd have to restart and then crash everything again and restart. It was a pain in the ass. So I ended up using Muxy, and I never had that problem. Now, fast forward, it's 2 years later. So in 2 years, a lot has changed. Most people say no one uses Muxy anymore. And apparently, things like Streamlabs is another one, too. I forget what the other one's called. It's like Stream something else. There's like 2 or 3 major Stream Assistant plugins that basically do pop-up messages, and they track things like, you know, how many tips you got in a day and stuff like that. And they're all pretty good, and apparently Muxy has like fallen by the wayside. No one uses it. So being that recently people found a way to basically abuse the tips system and basically send me fake tips via Muxy, I decided that I was going to try something different. I want to have thank you messages on the screens for when you guys tip me. I don't want it to go by the wayside and be lost, that no one gets on-screen, no one gets an on-screen message for sending me tips, because that'd be terrible. But I also can't have constant on-screen messages that are for fake tips. You know what I mean? So we're going to see what happens here today with Streamlabs. Now, I want to apologize in advance with all of you, because I have no idea how this is going to work. I have no idea, you know, how... I almost guarantee you that this is the first time in 2 years I'm using this again. We're going to have issues of some sort. We're going to have some kind of issue. Whether it's the pop-ups aren't working properly, whether it's you can't read the messages, I don't know, you know, whatever it may be. I almost guarantee you we're going to have some kind of issues today, okay? So, we'll find out. We'll find out, you know, obviously over the course of today. If anything goes wrong or you have any suggestions of improvement, please let me know. It looks to me like it is working properly. Like, I got a few tips and cheers already this morning, and it appears to me that it is working. I haven't seen any subs come through yet. Also, a cool thing about Muxy, as long as it keeps working, excuse me, not Muxy. A cool thing about Streamlabs, apparently, I'm also able to see patron pledges. Now, not that those come in so often, but every once in a while, you know, someone pledges to my Patreon. Apparently, those also will show up on the stream now. And we'll get a pop-up to say, oh, someone pledged to Patreon. And I think that's pretty cool. Okay? Now, in addition to that, Streamlabs has a lot of kind of plugins that you can use to do various things. You can do things such as having a bar that fills up if you have a tips goal, or it has like a cup that fills up if you have a tips goal, stuff like that. Amongst other things, apparently there's something with subs. I don't understand. Apparently there's some kind of a sub counter or something. But I guess we'll see. You know, today I'm just doing the basics. Basically, if you cheer, sub, or tip, the usual threshold, if you guys remember, the cheering threshold is 100 bits. The tipping threshold is $5, and subbing is just subbing and clicking the share button. If you do any of those things, you should get a pop-up thank you on screen. And also, if you pledge to my Patreon today, you should get a pop-up on screen. Okay? Now, I already see someone said that I guess the messages that people are leaving are incredibly small and illegible. I don't know why that is, because I'm pretty sure that I left it on the default setting, and the default setting is not tiny text. So I don't know why the text seems to be microscopic for these messages today. If that seems to be the case all day, what I'll do is later on today, I'll jump into the Streamlabs settings and see if I can figure it out. Excuse me. But in general, remember that I will be giving you shout-outs for all of your contributions on the stream. So if you do contribute today, I'm going to be reading your message anyway. So no worries about, oh no, no one saw what my message was on the screen. I'm going to read it out anyway to give you proper props. All right. Fair enough. Adrenaline Dragon says the text is massive. No, I think it's the text is the name of the person is massive, but I think if they leave a message, like let's say you cheered 100 bits and then you said, Phil, good luck at Sekiro today or whatever. I think that your name and saying you cheered 100 bits is huge, but then the message saying, oh, Phil, good luck in Sekiro is like microscopic or something. And I don't know why. I don't know why it is, but... Here, Golden Colt says he's going to test it right now. Golden Colt says he's going to test it. Some people are saying they cannot cheer today. Well, that sounds like a Twitch issue, a Twitch side issue. And I apologize to anyone who's trying to do it and it's not working. Remember, you could tip me as well, and tipping is just as effective. Now, Golden Colt says he can't cheer. No one can cheer, huh? And this is weird because people were just cheering. I just received cheers not 9 minutes ago, and now people are saying cheering doesn't work. The ability to cheer will return shortly. Apparently, apparently Twitch is screwed up. Well, if that's the case, guys, obviously I'm going to strongly recommend, if you would like to be supportive today, please tip me. Here's Twitch support. I'm going to check Twitch support here. Nah, there's nothing on Twitch support about that cheering issue yet. It must be a brand new issue. Yeah. It must be a brand new issue. Mr. Shahat, even if you don't use PayPal, you could still send a tip. When you click on the tips link, okay, what happens is it takes you to the PayPal tips page, but it says right below it, if you don't want to use a PayPal account, click here to use your debit or credit card to send a tip. You can do that. You don't have to have a full-on PayPal account with a bank account linked or anything like that. You can still do it. I don't think people know that. But actually, if you click on it, the link, it'll bring you to the page. You put in your information, then it takes you to the PayPal page, and it says right there, click here to do a debit or credit card payment. So you can do that. Yeah, I know. See, it's a lot of misinformation about this stuff, and I hear you. There isn't a lot of clear-cut stuff on the internet about it. It's a lot of confusion. The other thing is these things change all the time. So, when they change, it's like even more confusing. Now, apparently, there's I guess with Streamlabs, there's also the ability to accept tips without PayPal at all. Now, I haven't messed with that at all yet. But apparently, Streamlabs, like, basically takes the money for you and holds it in some kind of an account. And then you can withdraw the money. I'm a little nervous about that. I don't, PayPal, I'm familiar with them. I've used them for years. Having Streamlabs hold donations or tips in a phantom account somewhere, that makes me nervous. You see what I mean? So I don't know about that. I don't know how that works. I don't know if I want to do that. I think I'd still like everything to go through PayPal. But anyway, guys, thank you for being patient. Hopefully things go well today. And I think we're going to have a good time with Sekiro. Hopefully, Cactus God, your tip did go through. However, the pop-up on screen is only for $5 tips or more. That's why you didn't see it. Your tip did go through, and I will give you a shout-out, Cactus God. I see you tested it. So, yeah, Streamlabs is new today. I don't know how smoothly it'll go. We're going to find out together. Okay, everybody? All right. So, first of all, let's talk schedule. All right, today it's Sekiro on my first gameplay stream. 4+ hours of Sekiro gameplay here. Later tonight, it's the return of Super Mario RPG. I'll be doing that for around 2 hours, if not a little longer, tonight. I'm excited because I like that game a lot. And it is going to be more of a chill game at this point. I doubt it's going to be a main gameplay stream or anything. But I'm liking it, so digging it, and it's going to be more of it, okay? Tomorrow, it's the return of Ask the King. This is my bi-monthly Q&A show where I answer your questions. And I urge you strongly, everyone, please head over to thekingofhate.com. The forums there. There's a section for Ask the King. There's been a section for this episode of Ask the King for over 2 months. Please post up your questions. The more questions I have for Ask the King, the better the show always is. So please post up. In addition, at the time that I am preparing for the show tomorrow, I'll also accept Twitter questions at my Twitter, at TheyCallMeDSP. Okay? However, it makes more sense to post to the forums. I'm going to review all those tomorrow and pull the best questions for the show. Okay? So please consider it. Please consider posting up your questions. That's going to be my first stream tomorrow. By the way, that stream starts a little bit later. That stream typically Starts between like noon and 1 p.m. Pacific time because I need some extra time in the morning to review the questions and get everything ready for the show. Then tomorrow night, I will be doing more Sekiro. It'll be a 2+ hour stream of Sekiro at late night. Friday, I'm doing the Mortal Kombat 11 beta. I have pre-ordered the game, which earned me access to the closed beta, which is supposed to launch on Friday. So as long as everything goes according to plan and it really launches and it works, I'll be checking out the Mortal Kombat 11 beta on Friday. If not, then we'll just do more Sekiro, okay? But I guess we'll see. Then on Friday night, I'm going to be doing my weekly Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Blackout stream. You guys still really like the Battle Royale stuff, so I'm going to be doing more of that Friday night. Saturday, probably more Sekiro, and I'm going to pair that with something way more chill. More than likely, MLB, which I played yesterday. I enjoyed it, but people were basically telling me that I should, instead of... Whoa. Now, that message was huge. You see what I mean? Look at the text. Thanks for the tip. Hank tipped me. The text is completely weird. Did you see that? Hank tipped me $10, and his name and the amount he tipped was tiny, and then the text for the tip was huge. I gotta go check this out. The text sizes are, like, way off. What is going on? Yeah, the text sizes are, like, out of control weird. I'm gonna have to check text. All right, I'm gonna check that before we start, but I want to finish the pre-stream first, I think. All right, so anyway, Saturday will be Sekiro and some more MLB at night. Sunday and Monday, I'm going to leave up in the air. If people really like the Mortal Kombat beta on Friday, then I'll probably play it more on Sunday. And then Sunday night, I'm debating what I should do because I have many options. I could do more MLB, more Super Mario RPG. I could do a stream of Subnautica. I could do a stream of Minecraft. I don't even know what I want to do, okay? Then on Monday and Tuesday, more than likely my focus will be Sekiro, balanced with more chill stuff at night, okay? And that's the whole week. Like, I'm streaming all those days. So I'm streaming today, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. My next day off is Wednesday of that next week, okay? Oh my god, look at this one. Hello, Phil, I had interest in donating a couple games if, and it cut off. What is going... That was Gary who did that $5 tip, by the way. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I gotta change the text size. It's like insane. Oh my goodness. Alright. You know what? So that's the schedule, guys. Before we continue, let me see if I can figure this out quickly. Give me a second. I'm gonna walk over to my PC so you're gonna hear me like in the background. Let me see if I can figure out this whole text size thing. What is going on? Okay, let's see. Let's see. Alright, so I go here, and I go to the widgets. Let's see, let's look at widgets. Let's see. Oh, excuse me. Ooh. No hosts, no raids, no redemptions, no merch. Okay. So if I go to donations. There it is. Okay. So alert delay. Donated message settings. Here we go. Okay. And then font settings. I think this will work better. Save. And then for the cheers, here we go. There it is. Okay, font size should be 48 or 40. Here we go. Save that. Okay. Alright, so, copy. Okay. Alright, so. Okay, guys. Alright, so I just tweaked some settings. I was over at my desktop. Now I believe the text sizes should be much better. I basically made it reasonable size. I think we're good now. So if anyone either cheers with bits or tips me and hits those thresholds for the on-screen messages, I think it'll look a lot better. We gotta still mess with this, okay? We've got to still mess with this to see what happens, okay? There we go. So Hank just hit me another $5 to testing. No option to cover the payment costs with this one. Ooh, that's actually an interesting question, Hank. That's a very interesting question. And by the way, that looked a lot better, right? Nice and easy to read. You guys like it? It looks good. Okay, what I'm waiting to see here... Aha! What I'm waiting to see here is... Let's see. With these tips, right, how much actually came through? Oh my god, my email's all locked up. So Hank, FYI, because Hank just tipped me. He says, no option to cover the payment cost with this one, with this tip. According to PayPal, I received $5 from you. According to PayPal. So, apparently, with this new system, when you say you want to tip me something, I actually get what you say you want to tip me, rather than it automatically subtracting the processing charges. Because it appears to me, everyone who tipped me this morning, I actually received the full amounts. From what I'm seeing here. Yeah. Which is obviously good, right? But I don't know. I don't know how it works. And yeah, WJR, you are correct. Any old videos on YouTube will still have my Muxy link. That's actually fine. Because I didn't shut down the Muxy thing. Like, that Muxy link just leads to my PayPal anyway. So any old videos that have the old Muxy donations link is fine. People can still use that if they stumble upon that. So... Okay. Alright, so, and yes, I'll be able to do shoutouts because it appears that in Streamlabs it is capturing all of your information, and I should be able to do, the appropriate shoutouts normally. I think we'll be good here. Okay, guys? So just a big heads up, everyone. If you're a longtime viewer and you've already been sending me contributions via tipping and the like, the link has changed. It is now a Streamlabs link, not a Muxy link. So for those of you who are watching right now, and you're like, oh, I want to send Phil a tip, and you click on the Muxy link, I'll still get the tip, but I'm not going to see your message to give you a shout out during the stream. FYI. You need to use the new Muxy, or excuse me, the new Streamlabs link. It's been linked into both my dashboard here on Twitch. You know, that tips jar button goes to it, as well as if you type !tip, it'll bring up the new link. And I'm going to start putting that in the description of all of my videos as well. Okay? Alright, guys. So, hopefully, you know, things look better today. Things go good smoothly today. We'll have to find out. Alright? Alright, guys. So, here's the deal. Today on stream, if you guys would like to contribute in any way, I appreciate it. There are many ways you can contribute to ensure that I can keep doing streaming the way I do it. And if you like my long-form on-demand videos over on YouTube on DSPGaming, you can help out, you know, in that regard too. And here's what you can do. First of all, you can check out my Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil. All right. New thing. If you pledge to my Patreon during a stream, you'll actually get a shout out during the stream because I integrated my Patreon. So I should be able to see anyone who's a new patron right here live on the stream. Okay. That's pretty neat. So, pretty cool, right? What are you saying? There's a leaderboard? Someone just said there's a new leaderboard on there as well. I don't know what people are talking about. Anyway, yeah, check it out. When you pledge to my Patreon, you earn personal rewards. What kind of rewards do you earn? Let me tell you. Well, you can either nominate and vote on games for special events. You can get your questions answered for sure on my bi-monthly Q&A show, Ask the King, or you can even get a private Q&A video made. All right, pretty neat stuff. Give it a look. Patreon.com/DarkSidePhil. Thanks to anyone who pledges. You know, today's the 27th, which means you have 5 days left, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, and 31st, to pledge to my Patreon by the end of March, okay? You can check out my Teespring store, where I sell all kinds of fun merchandise, including t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, stickers, and mugs. Great quality stuff. I can attest because I own a ton of it. All right? So give it a look. Anything you buy there helps me out, and you get a cool collectible as well. If you're here live on the stream and you would like to have interaction with me via, you know, your contributions, you can. If you either cheer, sub, or tip, I'm going to give you a shout out during the stream. Just big heads up. Please use the new methods via Streamlabs, since this is the new thing. If you tip via the old link on Muxy, I won't see it. But please be sure, you know, cheering and subbing will be the same. Tipping is different. It's a new link, okay? Yeah, I'll give you a verbal shout out during the stream. Keep in mind when I'm playing Sekiro, it's a little bit more action intensive. Maybe I won't be able to give you a shout out immediately, but the good thing about Sekiro is you can actually pause the game. So I'll be able to pause and give you shout outs when I get a chance. Okay. As you see, we have a stream stats leaderboard at the top of the screen. All right, which is pretty cool, where we can track things such as the current top cheerer, the current top tipper, and total tips for the day. I would say this, the one thing that's a little bit of a bummer about Streamlabs is that it doesn't, at a glance, it doesn't have those totals. And what I mean by that is, what I used to do with Muxy is that all on one screen, it would say not only all your contributions for the day, but it would have totals at the top of the screen. And now I don't see that anymore because they've changed it. You know, Streamlabs is different. It's not the same. However, if I leave my dashboard page open, the dashboard actually tracks everything. And so, for example, I can take a look right now on the dashboard, and it gives me the total number of donations I've received today, the total number of bits, etc. It has all that information listed for me at a glance. So that's a good thing. That's going to allow me to track it a lot more easily, I think. And apparently this is accurate, too. Like, unlike the one on Muxy where it was, like, it would show an amount, but that would be tracking before fees, you know, PayPal fees. This apparently tracks after PayPal fees, which is good. So that's a really good thing. Okay, so guys, yeah, we'll have the Stream Stats leaderboard that I'll update periodically with all that information, all right? It's a good way for you to get extra recognition if you're either the top cheerer or the top tipper of the day, right? As well, we also have a running top cheerers leaderboard that's integrated into Twitch, and I read that from time to time as well. All right. So thanks everyone for any contributions during the stream. That's much appreciated. Right now, I'm going to be very honest with all of you. As you know, I'm in the middle of a situation here with my taxes. I'm trying to raise as many funds for taxes as possible. I have a very large tax payment I have to make in mid-April in order to qualify for a payment plan to pay the taxes for this year. So the more, the better. Please consider tipping me. Tipping me goes straight towards the taxes because tips, I get those funds right away. And so tipping me is the preferred method. If you want to support me right now, please consider it. There's two ways to tip me. Below the stream, there's a tips jar button you can click on. Or you can type !tip into the stream chat to bring up the new link. Either way takes you to my PayPal tips page. You can put your name in there, or you could just put in any name. You can put in anonymous and make a completely anonymous tip. And by the way, if you do that, I will have no idea who you are. All right, if you do an anonymous tip, I don't know who you are, and it's a good way to contribute and not have your name out there, so that if you're afraid of online harassment and the like, it should avoid that. Okay, sounds good. All right, let's do some shout outs now, guys. Let's do shout outs. So here we go. First time in 2 years, Streamlabs shout outs. If I can get it to work, hold on. It's not Streamlabs' fault. That's my laptop. All right, so overnight we had a cheer from Last Rambo who did a 100-bit cheer, and he said, "Will you play Power Rangers Battle for the Grid? It's a 3v3 fighting game now out on Switch and Xbox One for $20." Well, first of all, I don't have a joystick to play a fighting game on the Switch or the Xbox One. So number one, that immediately kind of deters me. Originally, I thought it was coming out on PS4, and apparently it didn't. So that kind of deters me right away. Number two, right now is a awful time for a fighting game for various reasons. Number one, I'm in the middle of Sekiro. Sekiro is pretty much what everyone wants to see constantly. And so I know that if I play anything else, it's going to take away from that. And people will be like, man, what are you doing? That's number one. Number two, the Mortal Kombat 11 beta is this weekend. And Mortal Kombat 11 is absolutely the number one thing everyone wants to see with fighting games. So it's like, this is like a really bad time for the game to come out. It came out in a week when everyone's playing Sekiro, and the Mortal Kombat 11 beta is coming out, which is creating massive hype for Mortal Kombat. So it's just kind of like a double whammy. The sad part is, I've seen some of the combat of this Power Rangers fighting game, and it doesn't look that bad. It actually reminds me of Marvel vs. Capcom 1, way back in the day, the late 90s. This was a game that I was incredibly good at, and I was ranked 5th in the world at the final major that was ever held for the game. And so that being said, I love that kind of style of gameplay, but I realistically don't see many people getting this game, being that it's Switch and Xbox One only, and it's just really bad timing for the game. I'm not saying I would never, you know, try it out or whatever, but first of all, I probably want to play, I prefer to play it on PS4, and number two, it's just bad timing for it that I don't think that anyone will really care about it, you know? But we'll see. People are actually saying in my stream chat right now that apparently the game's coming out next week for PS4. So maybe I'll give it a look. We'll see. We'll see how things go. Maybe I will give it a look. Okay? All right. Thank you for the cheer. So now we move on to people who actually contributed during today's stream. We start off with Drunk Mike Tyson, who did a 50-bit cheer. Thank you, Drunk Mike Tyson. Crazy Dream was actually the very first tip through Muxy. Excuse me. I keep saying Muxy. Crazy Dream was the very first tip through... Streamlabs, and it was a $1.08 tip. So let's actually start updating here. Crazy Dream. I'm just gonna say $1. I'm not gonna do the 8 cents. Okay. Golden Colts did a 50-bit cheer and said testing Streamlabs, and it did work. It went through. Then Yoshino Lover did a 2500-bit cheer. Okay. Thank you very much, Yoshino Lover, for a 2500-bit cheer. Let me go ahead and get you up there on the leaderboard. 2500. I'll just say 2.5K. All right. Octoa did a oh, by the way, Yoshino Lover said a big cheer for you, man. Ready for some samurai action. Hope that you do good today. Thank you very much, Yoshino Lover. Octoa did a 1000-bit cheer and said, haven't been around for Sekiro, been avoiding this playthrough because I don't want spoilers. How far in are you? 12 hours, but, you know, lengthwise, I don't have a clue. I don't know how long the game is, so I couldn't answer. Oh, I'm a third through the game. I have no idea. Okay, none. Phil's Goatee donated $1, well, tipped me $1, and says, hold on a second. Don't forget to put up the death counter. Ooh, you are right. Wow, that's actually good advice. Now, what were the deaths at? Son of a bitch. I want to say deaths were at like 70 something, but I can't remember. Was it like 75, 78, something like that? Anyone remember? 83? People saying 83? 84? Oh, I'm going to have to look it up myself. Yeah, please, if someone could go check, I'd appreciate it. To make sure that I do have the right amount of deaths to start, all right? So anyway, Phil's Goatee tipped me $1. All right, that's another $1 in tips. Thank you very much. So we're up to $2 in tips. Lenin. Oh, Lean In Manual Ban. Took me $2.50 and said, coming by to say congrats on the marathon. Hope for more successful ones. All right, well, now we're up to $4.50 in tips. And he would be the top tipper, but there's actually someone else coming up who's bigger, so I'm not going to even update that yet. Jump Trauma, subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Jump Trauma, for the sub. I appreciate that. Akron TBK, subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Akron. Appreciate that. Cactus God, tip me $1. Says, testing, is this thing on? Did you end up getting the Mist Raven prosthetic from the memory when you went back from Madame Butterfly? Looking forward to today's stream. No, I did not. I believe that actually someone yesterday on Twitter tipped me off that there was another attachment that I didn't get. So that might be the first thing I do today is try to go get that. Because obviously I want all the prosthetics available, right? So I'll probably do that first. All right, everyone's saying I'm at 76 deaths. Thank you, everybody. 76. That's what we'll go with. Very nice. Thank you for the information. Suck Hero. Tip me $1. Says testing the tip system. I also loved your MLB stream. I wanted you to know that when you might do another. Probably Saturday night I'm doing MLB again. Ready for Hall of Fame, 3 times MVP, 2 times Golden Glove winner, 7 times All-Star selection. Jacques the Cock to hit the big dingers. There you go. All right, it's another $1. And let's see, Hank Duma tipped me $10. So that's going to bring us up to $16.50, and he'll be the top tipper of the day. And he says, good luck, Phil. Thank you, Hank. You are the top tipper indeed. Let's get you up there. Okay. Gary tipped me $5 and said, I had interest in donating a couple games if you would consider playing them during downtime for major releases. Please let me know how I can reach you to talk about this. Have fun with Sekiro. Look forward to watching today. If indeed you are interested in donating, email me at darksidefil@hotmail.com. Please be sure that when you email me, do not put any attachments on your emails because my spam filter is at high alert because I get so much garbage email that a lot of the times if you attach anything to an email, it will go right into my spam and I'll never see it. But yeah, if you're interested, email me and let me know what we're talking about, and I'll let you know if I'm interested or not. Okay? Thank you, Gary, for the $5 tip. The total tips have gone up again to 21. Continuing on, Hank tipped another $5. He says, no option to cover the payment costs with this one. As I said, I think this works differently. I think what actually happens here, Hank, is with Streamlabs, you put in the amount you want to tip, and then it automatically adds the processing fee. So basically, if you say, I want to tip $5, it'll charge you $5 and change, and then I get the $5. There was the opposite with Muxy. With Muxy, it would say, oh, you want to tip $5? It would only send the $5, and I would get like $4.60. And that's why everyone who used to tip me $1, it actually really sucked, like, because PayPal charges, I think, a minimum of like 34 cents or something per transaction. So whenever someone sent me $1, I would only get 60 cents. So if this actually works differently through Streamlabs, then that means it's better. It means that I'll actually be getting what you guys are intending to send me. Okay? I guess we'll see. Thank you for the tip. Madara is God. Tipped me $1 and says, my first ever tip on Twitch, I got the final boss on Sekiro. Been trying to beat him for 2 days. Unfortunately, I can't take it anymore, and I quit. Wow. That sucks. Really sorry to hear that. Hopefully, eventually, you go back and you will persevere. I guess we'll see what happens with me. I'm not there yet. Let's see here. Rob. So, Rob tipped me $1 and says, did you get my last tip? Rob, I believe I did. I did get your last tip. However, I didn't see it through Streamlabs. So, I'm wondering if you actually used the Muxy link, the outdated Muxy link now, instead of the new Streamlabs link. If that's the case, I apologize. That's why I didn't see it. But I believe I did still get it, okay? But yeah, I did see this one, Rob. This is Rob Warren, by the way, I believe. I did see this tip. And so, yes, if you're going to send tips moving forward, please send it through the new Streamlabs link, and I'll be able to see them, and I'll be able to respond, okay? Fair enough? All right, very nice. Frederick Fossa did a 500-bit cheer. Thank you, Frederick Fossa, for the 500-bit cheer. I appreciate that. Golden Silence resubbed for 15 months. Thank you very much, Golden Silence, for 15 months of support. That is very much appreciated. Warm Poo also subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Warm Poo, for the sub. I appreciate that very much. And North Korea tipped me $5 and says, many luck on your glorious new adventure. Many luck on glorious new adventure. Thank you to North Korea. It's another $5 in tips. Let me update that. And then I just received another dollar tip from Joe Biden. And I actually want to confirm if this is real or not. Because obviously, you know, doing shout-outs and everything. I want to make sure that this is legit before I do a shout-out. I don't think I've received any fake tips yet via Streamlabs. So maybe they're better than Muxy. Right? Maybe they are. And yeah, I can confirm this is a legit tip. So thank you to Joe Biden, who tipped me $1. If it's the real Joe Biden, that's awesome. Thank you. Probably isn't, but yeah. So maybe using Streamlabs is a good point, right? It's fixed it. I think so. If not, I'll have to keep an eye on it. I'll have to keep an eye on it today and see if we get any really bizarre tips that come through, really weird names, insulting things of big amounts that make no sense. And then I check, you know, we'll see. But so far, everything looks good. So, Gokai Blue says that Joe Biden and Barack used to watch my streams in the Oval Office. Oh, there you go. There you go. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, so far, thank you very much, everyone, for your contributions. Much appreciated. Let's check a few things. Let's check sub count and see if that's changed at all. 522, we actually did go up, so let's update that. That's excellent. Thank you, guys. Also, what I would like to do is give a shout-out to the top cheerers of the week so far. All right, it's only the second day this week I'm streaming out of 8 straight days. But let's give credit where credit is due, shall we? So, shout-out to the following cheerers. In 10th place, we've got I Have Forgotten. In 9th place, it's Golden Colts. In 8th place, Vote Democrat. We have a tie for 6th place between DJ Runo and Bent Boxer. We also have a tie for 4th place between Amazing GT and Frederick Fossa. In 3rd place is Mr. Papavera. In 2nd place, we've got Octoa. And in 1st place for this week so far, Yoshino Lover. So thank all of you for all of your contributions. Much appreciated. All right. Adrenaline Dragon, the cheers are popping up on the screen. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Adrenaline Dragon says cheers are not popping up. Yes, they were. It's the same threshold as it used to be, where it's a 100-bit cheer to show up on the screen and a $5 tip to show up on the screen. Smaller cheers will show up as well, but only in my feed, so I'll give you manual shout-outs for those. Okay? Okay, everybody? No, Cactus God, the way it works is 50 bits is a minimum cheer you can do, but it's 100 bits to have to have it show up on stream. You see what I mean? You could do a 50-bit cheer, and that one will not show up on stream, and I'll just give you a shout-out for it. But if you do a 100-bit cheer, that will show the pop-up on stream, and then I give the shout-out for it. That's how it works. Can anyone confirm if cheering is working again? Because some people are saying it's not, yet someone just cheered. Golden Colt says cheering's not working for him, but someone else, Frederick Fossa, had just cheered. So what is going on? I guess Twitch is all kinds of messed up today, huh? Yeah, Tana Mounder says the cheer icon doesn't even appear for me. People are saying they can't cheer. Have no fear, your bits inventory is safe. The ability to cheer will return shortly. Yeah, somehow this Frederick Fossa guy did just cheer. What a mess. All right, well, I will just say this, guys. If your cheering isn't working, remember you can always tip me. And tipping is the preferred way of contribution anyway. It's going to help with my taxes, so please consider tipping me, okay? BattleDuck 9000 just tipped me $3 and said, hello. Hello, BattleDuck 9000. How you doing, man? I see. Mobile cheers are working. People are saying you could still cheer through the mobile version. How weird. It certainly sounds like a site issue. You know, like they're changing something or updating something. All right, so anyway, we're up to $32 in tips. Thank you guys very much for that. Very, very much. And, all right, what we're going to do is end the pre-stream. I'm going to use the restroom quickly. All right? And then we're going to begin with Sekiro. I think what I'm going to do at first is I'm going to go back to the memory side content because apparently I missed one of the devices for my prosthetic arm there. So I'm going to go try to find that first. And then I think we're going to go, moving on with the story, which I guess people are saying you have to go to the castle or whatever. There's a stairway to the castle I should go to. Right? Okay. All right, guys. So thank you. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. And then we'll begin. Thanks. I'll be right back.